I want you to take a moment and think back to your childhood. Do you remember a time when you needed to be driven around, needed help on your homework, or needed someone to tuck you in at night? For most of us, the people who did that were our parents. Now, imagine not having that figure. No parents to help you through, or parents who simply didn't want you. This is a terrifying reality for many kids throughout the world today. It is estimated that over 140 million children worldwide are orphans. In the United States, over 400,000 children are in the foster care system. These children are growing up without a place to call home and without loving people to show them how to live. After researching through the National Adoption Center, today I will be informing you about the process of adoption in the United States. More specifically, I plan on giving you information on open and closed adoptions, adoption from foster care, and adoptions not associated with foster care, and giving you statistics on adoption with foster care. According to the National Adoption Center, an open adoption is defined as a type of adoption where there is some form of association between the biological parents, the adoptive parents, and the adopted child. In this form of adoption, adoptive kids have the opportunity to know their birth parents. This contact can be made through letters, phone calls, or through actual physical contact with the parents. In contrast, a closed adoption is where there is no information or contact about or with the birth parents. Adopted parents receive the non-identifying information just before they receive the child, and once the adoption is closed, all records are sealed. There are many pros and cons to each type of adoption, but one must be informed on both in order to effectively decide on which decision is best for their family. When adopting, it is important to think of what type of child to adopt. And the two main ways to do this in the United States is adopting from foster care or not. When adopting a child not from foster care, it is important to first pick an agency or attorney to go through. Choosing an agency is what is known as a dependent adoption, and choosing an attorney is what's known as an independent adoption. Again, gaining information on each of these options is necessary to decide on which is best for your family. Adopting from foster care is a little more simple. Foster children are those children whose birth parents cannot care for them and whose parental rights have been terminated. Adopting from foster care presents many benefits, such as knowing the child before he or she legally becomes part of the family, helps a child in need, and foster families receive support from the agency you choose to adopt with, such as parenting classes, monthly stipends to help cover the cost of the child, and ongoing care and support from the foster community. Deciding between adopting a child from foster care or not is one of the biggest and most important decisions in the adoption process. Prospective adoptive parents should carefully consider both options before making a final decision. For more information can be found at the National Adoption Center website or at the website for the United States Department of Health and Human Services Administration for Children and Families. According to the National Adoption Center, nationally, over 400,000 children currently live in foster care in the United States. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, 45% of these children live in non-relative foster homes. These kids have been forced to leave their homes because their parents do not properly care for them. 61% of children entering foster care in 2015 were put in foster care because of parental neglect, and 18% of these kids are less than 1 year old. On average, children spend 3 to 4 years in foster care before being adopted, and 51% of the children who are finally adopted are adopted by their foster families. Little is known about the foster care system, but I hope these facts help you to understand a little bit of what foster kids go through and what their life is like. Despite all the myths about adoption, there is much information and research that you must do before entering the process. Know whether you want an open or closed adoption. Know whether you plan on adopting a child currently in foster care or not. And know the facts about foster care before you decide to embark on the adoption journey. There are 140 million orphans worldwide and 400,000 children in United States foster care. Adoption can provide a home, a role model, and a support system for children worldwide in search of a positive parental figure. Thank you.